Have you ever wished to be able to tweak some parameters of your Google Apps script code without having to touch the code itself, especially if you or any of your users are non-technical? This is exactly what we're going to cover today, offering a unified solution that can be reused across different projects. This is Dimitris from Aptiva, where we help companies automate manual and time-consuming processes and integrate external APIs with a strong focus on the Google Workspace. If you need help with an automation project, get in touch and we will be really happy to help you. So let's see in a concrete example what we mean by settings. So whenever you have a Google Apps Script project in Google Sheets or wherever, sometimes you need some parameters to be changed, not only by you necessarily, but this could be from a non-technical user that uses the script. Let's say, for example, that we have like this settings sheet that I use in all my projects, and I use it in order to have all these settings that can be later used and or changed by someone without having to go to the app script code. So this is what I want to streamline, and this is what I'm going to show you how this can be done with a reusable component. So let's dive into it. So our reusable component is the settings class. It's a component, it's a class that we can use in any project that we work on. Can be transferred as it is, and I will show you in a bit also how easy it is to integrate it. So let's get through some of the main functionalities of the class. Starting with the constructor, because the constructor initializes the class with a reference to the active spreadsheet and a specified name by you for the sheet. The default name is settings, but you can change it to the one that you would like to have. We then have like the init method, which initializes the settings sheet. It creates it if it doesn't exist, which means that using that you can just integrate it in your code and you don't even need to create this settings sheet. This is created on its own. Then we have another method that initializes the settings map from the sheet data that allows for better performance. And then we have three more quite straightforward methods, which the one is set setting that you can use if you want to change the setting in your code. The get setting, which gets the setting from the sheet, providing the name of the setting. So let's say that if you wanted to get the notification email, what you would do is get setting and use the label for the notification email, and you would get directly the content of the value of the setting. And the other thing is one more more helpful method for getting a Boolean setting, like this one, send notification email. You set it to yes or no, which is very user friendly for a non-tech user, instead of true false. And then this get Boolean setting translates actually the yes or no into true or false. So these are the main and most important methods. So let's see them in action in a new project. So let's have a very simple and straightforward example to work with that where we'll be able to showcase how we can use this component, the settings component. So let's say you want to give the end user the ability to decide if a modal message should be displayed when they press a menu button named show message. So the user will be able to select whether this modal will be shown and what the exact message will be. So let's start with the code. Let's go first to the extensions. So here we are in our Google Apps Script code. I have already created a settings file where I've put our settings class, we are going to instantiate our class. So let's do that. Here our constructor could be either empty, where in this case the sheet will have the name settings, or we can give our custom name. Let's give it something else. Let's call it our settings sheet. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna initialize the settings, our settings in the onOpen function. So let's see that. So now when we save our script and go back to our sheet and refresh it, it will create our new settings sheet. So let's see that in action. So now our settings sheet is here, and we can start adding the settings that we need. So the first setting that we're going to need is show model. So to enable the user to decide whether our model is going to be shown. And here we are going to insert a drop-down box for yes or no. We now have our drop-down box, yes or no, and the other one should be, the other setting is model message. So I'm going to name it Hello Google Sheets. So now that we have all our parameters set, let's create our show message function. So here we go. Here we can see how easy it is to retrieve the params from the settings. And now the last thing that we need to do is to create our menu in order to be able to call the function from our Google Sheet UI. So now we have our menu also ready. We're going to have a show message button under the settings tutorial menu. So let's get back to our Google Sheet and refresh. So as you see, the menu is here. So if I now press on show message, we will see that we get our message, the Hello Google Sheets. So this works because show model is set to yes. So if I change this to this, we will again see that this was changed. And of course, if I set this to no, we will see that the model will not be displayed. So we saw how easy it is with this approach to have a setting sheet in all our projects without having to write the same code all over again. So we saw how easy it is to integrate this in every new project. You have one clear component that doesn't mix with your new code in every project, so you can use it very easily. If you want to see the full tutorial, you can also visit the corresponding blog post in our website. If you have any comments, please send us an email or use the comment section below. It would be great if you hit the like and subscribe button because it helps our channel, and you will be getting notified for new content that we publish. Thank you.